Another Crafty Sausage video, and today we are visiting a world we haven't been to for a while. So this is the Medieval Town series, and if you guys want to see more of this after this video, be sure to hit that like button so I know you guys are enjoying this. Anyway, on to what we're doing today. So today we are going to be building a blacksmith right here in this red outlining here. So the idea is sort of we're going to have like the blacksmith area, a tower here, and then like where the blacksmith would live right here. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is flatten this out a little bit since it is quite a humpy area. Okay, so I sort of got things dug out a little bit better. The first floor is going to be sort of in the ground, and I added this little bit here, which I'm thinking is going to be like another room where they could store stuff. Now let's see, where should we start? I'm going to start with the tower. So let's just get some bricks. Let's get some cracked stone bricks as well for some detail. I'm thinking maybe mossy. Not quite sure about that though. Okay, let's see. We need the stairs. You know what? I'm going to go for a square tower for this one. So we're just going to bring this the whole way around, just like that. And then we're gonna build it up a couple of blocks. And we're just gonna keep filling this all in. Okay, so I'm trying to decide how tall I want this. I think this is probably good right here. I'm just thinking maybe I want more of like a wood framed tower if I'm gonna do a square tower. So let's see here. Mangrove wood. What does that look like with this texture pack? Interesting. I mean, sure, we'll try it, I guess. Okay, so yeah, my plan is to just break out the corners of the towers and build up the logs like this. Right now it's 2 floors tall. I think I'm just gonna leave it at 2 floors tall and then put a little turret sort of thing at the top. So we'll just build these up in all the corners. Probably don't really need to do it in this corner, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, there we go. Now we have something that looks like that. Now, I'm thinking we're gonna put a separate door. I don't know, maybe not a separate door into the... Yeah, let's put a separate door into the castle. And then we'll put a window at the top. That's quite a big window. Maybe we can put a stair up there at the top. That makes it a bit smaller. Okay, then we can get some glass. I'm just gonna get some from this building over here. There we go. And then we can fill in our window. And now we can do those sort of windows the whole way around. Okay, I have all the windows in. Now let's pick something for the floors. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's got a bit of a red look to it. Okay, there's all the floors done. Now we just need to add a ladder going the whole way up. Okay, anyways, what should we do for a door? If it ever loads. Okay, there it goes. What looked like a castle door? I'm thinking this door really. This door or this door? Which one? I like narrower since it sort of matches our windows up at the top. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, so now let's light this up a little bit since it is a bit dark in here. And we'll just use some lanterns for that. Okay, now we just need to put the roof on the top. Which, what should we do for a roof? I'm thinking definitely we're gonna go with the mangrove again. Some polished black stone. I think that'll look good with the red. Okay, now let's get this point built up. Okay, yeah, that looks horrible. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, now that looks a whole lot better. All I did was add these little things to the corners to make them look maybe a bit less sharp. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so, oh, and also, another thing when I was looking at building that, another thing I was debating was stripping all of these logs. Nah, I liked it the other way. There we go, back to the way it was. Okay, okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just sort of building up the frame. You can see I'm building it up 4 blocks and then across up another 4 blocks. This section is going to be 2 stories tall, like the tower, without the roof. It is going to have a roof as well, but it's going to be a bit of a different roof. Okay, so this is the frame all done. Now we just have to fill in all of the walls. Yep. So I have all the walls filled in, and you might have also noticed that I made this wall brick back here, and that's because that wall is like completely under the ground back here. I'm actually going to build up the ground a little bit back there. There we go. Just make it look a little bit better. Maybe we'll also do something like that to really make it look like it's built into the land. Yeah. Okay, so next we're gonna put in our floors. And since our walls are already the mangrove wood, I think we should pick another type of wood to do our floors in. And, let's just try an oak floor. Maybe that'll look... No. So I actually decided to go against the wood, and I ended up putting packed mud as the floor. Now I can just light this up a little bit. We'll put the ladder right here. I think we're gonna stick to all ladders in this building, so that way we have enough room to actually, like, do stuff in it whenever we decide to do interiors in all these buildings. Anyway, this building is looking very bland. We need some windows. So I'm thinking, just to make it interesting, here on the front, we can make a bit of an X-shaped window. Just like this. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then along the side here, we can just do 2-block tall windows up on the higher parts of the wall, just like that. And we will do that the whole way along the house. And then down here at the bottom, we're just gonna do windows where we can, just little windows right up at the top. And then we're not gonna do any on this side at the bottom because we're going to put the blacksmith right there. Okay, so the next thing is the roof. Oh, wait, we need a door. Okay, I found a door. Now I'm thinking for the roof, we do, maybe we should do a bit of a lighter roof, change it up a little bit. Let's use some acacia stairs. I think that orange will really look good with the red sort of color. Okay, so now this house is finished. The roof is on it. I sort of added these little bits to the end of the roof of the house. Now for the hardest part, actually building the blacksmith in between. Now the reason it's going to be hard is because the other buildings were just sort of like separate sort of buildings. But this one we actually have to, ooh, it's a lot of boats in my inventory. But this one we actually have to sort of work in between what we have and try to connect the two similar but not exact sort of looks. Then it will start looking a lot better. Now, I think I'm sort of going to stick with the theme of using mud brick for the floor, whereas inside we just use the packed mud, so this looks like a bit more of a brick where the inside was like a lot smaller. Okay, I'm gonna fill this in. Ooh, now we have the big debate. What do we do with this door center here? Do we put the outer brick in here, or do we put the inner brick here? Let's go with the inner brick here since the inner brick has to go in the front door over here, so that way it matches. And let's do the same for this one over here, just like that. Okay, so I guess the next thing we need to get done is the roof, but I do want to put a pillar across there, just like that. Okay, so let's pick out a roof. I think I'm actually just gonna go with a smooth stone slab roof, and looking at it, I think I'm gonna get rid of that log there and just replace it with all of these slabs going the whole way up. Now we are going to have to adjust our windows a little bit here since the roof sort of goes up in the way of them. So we should end up with something that looks like a nice even slope going the whole way up. Once I get this back finished filling in. There we go. Now, okay, it doesn't look too bad. I think it definitely needs like a little something up here maybe. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and then maybe we get some of this underneath the door. Yeah, that's looking good. Maybe just one more right there. And then we'll do sort of the same thing out here at the tower. And then let's put the grass around it. Just like that. Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now, I know I said I wouldn't do an interior, but I feel like we sort of have to do the interior of the blacksmith, since that's sort of like the main idea of it. Well, would this be considered interior? Because it's not technically closed in. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna make this roof a little bit lower here, so that way we can make it flat, so we can hang lanterns on it for light. Okay, there we go. Now the next thing is, let's just use the same doors we used for the front of each one of these, but instead of putting it on this side, let's put it on this side. Okay, now it's making more sense to, I think, put the brick in here, because we want to put these doors on the inside. Just like that. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense that way. So let's get this door here, place this door down, and okay, we're done placing doors. Okay, so the next thing is we definitely need some, maybe a barrel to store stuff, cauldron, let's see here, a crafting table, we definitely need an anvil, let's get a slightly cracked one just for some detail. We'll get a grindstone. We'll get one of these things. Ooh, we should add like a furnace to it. That would be a great idea. We'll get a campfire for the furnace. And what are these things? Oh, they look cool actually. And there's our smithing table. And then I actually just want to see what these things look like. Is this like a, oh, it's like a note block. That's interesting texture for a note block. Well, we'll set it aside for now. We'll just place some of this stuff down, so that way we can get it. And let's build a quick little fireplace sort of thing. Okay, so let's just use, let's use cobbled deep slate for the fire. So we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna take iron bars. We're gonna do a little bit of that. The iron bars along here. Make this go up a block. Okay, actually up a couple of blocks. And then we're just gonna sort of close it in like that. Okay, that looks decent. I think it still needs some work though. Let's see here. Where is the cobble deep slate stairs? And then we'll place them up near the roof. Okay, that looks good. Now the next thing we're gonna want to do is find where the smoke's gonna come out, which is gonna be right here. Oop, yep. It's definitely right there. And then we're gonna create just a quick little chimney here. There we go. Now we have a little fireplace and chimney. So let's get our smithing table over there in that corner. Ooh, let's put this, let's put it right there. And then we can sort of use this to make it look like the smoke is sort of being like led over. Yeah, make it seem like the smoke is sort of being led over into the chimney there. And then we'll place our crafting table down like right over at this door. And then we have to have the anvil. And, I don't really want to clutter it too much, so I don't think I'm going to put the rest of this stuff in. Okay, well, that's our blacksmith. This is another Crafty Sausage video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe too while you're at it.